Alright, let's watch a My Little Pony Friendship is Magic Season 4. And today we're watching the episode called Bats, which seems to be a really interesting episode. As you can see, I'm still wearing my Christmas hat, but since it's last day of December, I'm still going to use it, so deal with it. Okay. Okay, we're starting this episode in... let's see here. Alright, we go in 3, 2, 1, and press! And Batman! Okay. We have sweet apple acres. And Applejack is kind of like waiting dog. Okay. Whoa! Okay. I guess Celestia was really busy getting to sleep. Or waking up. Applejack. Okay, now you're getting over this. You're kind of like pinkish frostings. Ooh. Okay.
What the heck is going on?
Well, those apples simply preserved themselves until they were dropped. Bats. Why it have to be bats? Or fruit bats. Whatever. I just wonder what this episode is going to bring us. Because, well, bats. Seriously. I mean, I understand we need Fluttershy in this, but yeah, I don't know. Let's just see that how this is going. Wait, hey, where's Big Mac, Applebloom, and Granny Smith? Wouldn't any pony elves from Ponyville would have come to help, at least those who had nothing else to do?
Bats are attacking Sweet Apple Acres.
But I thought the fruit bats usually stayed put in the West Orchard.
Ah.
The fruit bats do. But these aren't just your everyday, ordinary fruit bats.
What?
They're vampire fruit bats.
Ooh.
I'll be darned if they're gonna sink their
fruit
fangs
bats.
into my blue-ringing apple.
Well, there goes my Batman joke, I guess. Seriously, Applejack? How many steroids did you put in that thing?
You know how much TLC goes into getting an apple to grow like this?
Applejack.
Okay, isn't that kind of cheating?
You really go big.
Them vampire bats want to shrivel it up like a raisin.
Oh, I'm sure if we just let
Yeah, well,
that particular apple is to you.
Maybe it's best to leave them that, because if they eat that, I don't know what will happen, Applejack. Well, this episode was really short.
Excuse me, Mr. Vampire Bat.
Huh.
We were just
Oh, maybe it's not that short.
You wouldn't mind leaving that really big
Great.
apple alone?
Well, I love Fluttershy's expression.
Yes.
That was easy.
It could have been a no.
Or not.
This is the first vampire fruit bat I've ever met, and, well, it might take some time for me to really understand their language.
Okay, language. But then again, I guess every animal have their language.
They're gonna go after my prized apple. And while they're at it, every other apple in the orchard. These vampire bats are nothing but a bunch of monsters.
Monsters?
Oh, no, you didn't say.
Don't you think?
No, I do not.
Hey, what? We have a song? Woohoo!
Those vampire bats will give you a fright.
This is okay. This is already right at the start of the song, but already I have to say it's rather kind of dark. I mean the imagery, kind of Halloweenish. Why did we get this on Halloween? Same with the Castlemania.
No, wait just a minute.
Oh, I guess I was wrong about the darkness. It's rather bright, colorful, and cheerful.
Defend them, then I would be remiss. These bats are mamas and papas.
Okay, Fluttershy. I don't want to know how you see the world. If you see them like that. Ugh. But then again, I'm not sure if the fruit bats look like that when we're on Applejack's side. Whatever. Well, they kind of look that way, so yeah.
These bats, they simply don't know how to act.
That's where I have to disagree. They're loyal to their family.
Oh, okay. Really, Fluttershy, do you see the world like that?
Run and hide.
Yeah, Applejack is Batman. Applejack is Batman. Or Batman. Whatever. Again, really kind of a creepy imagery there.
They'll grow stronger, faster.
They turned my life to a disaster. Well, I for one don't.
Ah, we actually got Rarity singing here. Hey.
I second that they
Okay, I can clearly hear Applejack's voice in Rainbow Dash's voice.
It's just one simple fact.
Ew.
They crossed the line, it's time to fight.
What the hell? Okay. Are they going to all ooga booga, ooga booga on Fluttershy?
Make them go and not come back. Stop the bats, stop the bats. Make them go and
Pinky is always happy.
Comes down.
Well, this is not that serious. At least for us. Okay, why she's now all serious? Whatever.
I'm sorry, Fluttershy, but I believe Applejack has made the better argument. These vampire fruit bats sound
Yeah, I also have to
just
agree that even though Fluttershy also brought some kind of good points, Applejack is the winner here.
Fruit bat roundup! Excuse me, but
Make a song about that!
we
My bronies!
can have part of the orchard.
Oh no, you didn't!
Your pest-loving mind?
They're only here because they're hungry.
Well,
We built
yeah.
a sanctuary for them. They could have their own apples to
Well,
enjoy.
that makes
After
sense.
a while, they could even help the rest of your orchard. The vampire bats don't eat the seeds of the apples, and when they spit them out, they grow into even more productive apple trees.
Okay, yeah, hey, more good points, Fluttershy there.
Every second we spend building this so-called sanctuary is a second they'll spend destroying orchards.
Yeah, but that is also a really good point. Especially if there's like a lot of
Granny
them.
Smith has told me enough stories about it that just the thought of it gives me nightmares.
And here is the #1 good point here, Applejack. I hope Fluttershy will understand. With no apples, well, Apple family might be screwed. Oh yes, cider too.
Drop.
No cider? No cider!
Okay.
We need to
Okay, Rainbow, just calm down. It was around that time when you weren't even born.
Produce competition in Appaloosa. She'd be here telling us to do just
Oh, they were Appaloosa?
I'm sorry, Fluttershy,
Okay.
but I think
Well, that's
Applejack is
convenient.
right. I just wish there was another way we could convince them not to eat them in the first place. Maybe there is.
Oh boy, I know where this is going.
Bad news. The good news is that I found a spell that can get the vampire.
Yep, Twilight, didn't you learn anything from the last swarm of the century? Because that time the Parasprite started to eat Ponyville itself. And if you now take away the bat's appetite of eating fruits, you might turn them to eat ponies. Actually, that would make a great episode. Do it! Do it! But then again, we might have some pony fatalities.
Me too. Think of the cider.
Oh, Rainbow Dash.
Cider. I'm sorry.
Go home, Berry drunk. Go home, Rainbow Dash. Berry Bunch has already the drunken part.
It just feels wrong. But if we don't do
Yeah, that's kind of also a good point that you're taking away what makes fruit bad, vampire fruit bad. And what else they would eat? Well, I guess insects, maybe.
So what's it gonna be, Fluttershy? Will you do your stare on the bat?
But then again, you can just take it back, take it away until you build the sanctuary or whatever, and then give it back. So, yeah.
I knew you wouldn't side with those icky bats.
I really thought they would take that thing away like in eternity.
Out there. We gotta round up these beasts with wings first. Time's a wasting.
What the? Of course. Of course, Pinky. Yeah, Fluttershy, I don't see them that cute as you describe. Oh, Rarity. You will make everything fabulous. Well, that's an easier way to do it. Now that's an easy way. Yeah, they don't need seats. Okay, everybody, are you sure you want to touch them? Yeah, at least I kind of agree on that with Rarity. You really don't have to touch them. I hope you're cleaning up yourself later.
Good work, every pony. I think we got 'em all.
It's already that
Now
few
all we need is
level
for you to do
fruit,
your share.
vampire fruit bats.
Are you sure I really need... Okay. I really, really, really hate to do this to you. I just hope you can forgive me.
Maybe they will. Seriously, this is gonna be a Halloween themed episode. They don't look that terrified. They look more like confused. The stare works in many different ways, like hypnotizing and pretty much scaring the crap out of everybody. But yeah, this is gonna fail a lot. Now they're going. Oh god, they're going to now eat the apple trees. Great job, Twilight. And they start eating apple trees now. They're not? Okay, there's something going on here. Oh, Spike. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. I think that this is...
Time to collect those juicy sweet apples.
Well, darn.
The spell didn't work.
Well, that would be a relief.
Didn't work. I think we're gonna have to take more extreme measures.
I hear you, Applejack. Come on, everybody. Let's track down those vampire bats.
They look really confused. Is he reading a Batman comic? Sorry.
Wait a minute. I don't think these bats are the ones that suck my apples dry.
And by the way, well, I guess I have kind of forgot some bats actually function in daylight, like the fruit bats. I think so.
Well, there's only one way to find out. We'll have to catch whoever it is in the act. And how do you propose we do that? A stakeout.
Ooh.
Witching hour.
Yep, this is a Halloween episode. Okay, this is getting creepy.
Oh, finish time. It'll be okay. Don't forget, darling. Oh, eat this together. That's right. No pony leaves his orchard until we solve this mystery.
No pony leaves. Ooh. Oh, Pinky. Did you learn something from Maniac?
Only use a signal if you see something suspicious.
Oh, Pinky. I guess you weren't plotting Fluttershy. Yeah, you really learned something from Maniac, I see.
Whoever or whatever's destroying my apples has gotta be here somewhere.
I like the idea.
That apple looks so juicy.
Oh my god! They're actually going that route!
Suspicious!
I like this. It's kind of a creep. Oh, Pinky.
Who's there?
Food bag.
Well, there's obviously no need to worry about that shadowy figure overhead. Maybe there is.
Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, this is seriously becoming a Halloween episode. Watch out! He's going to spray you with fear gas!
Come on, have it your own way. Okay?
Yeah, I knew it was Scarecrow.
Scarecrow.
Well, at least he didn't spray with the fear gas. Is... Batmare's new signature. Apples. Holy hell! Yowza! Okay. Okay.
Fluttershy? That's Flutterbat!
And the new meme was born!
Fluttershy, sweetness, please come down. And do stop being a vampire bat.
Fuck you.
Fluttershy, it's me, Rainbow Dash. Why don't you cut the bad act and come on down?
Ooh!
Whoa.
I wonder if Princess Luna agrees on this. Or she will now want to have Fluttershy into her night court.
Calm down. See? She's back on her branch. She's just biding her time, waiting for the right moment.
Yes, sweet juicy ponies.
Don't eat ponies. Not even vampire bats. But maybe vampire ponies?
Yes.
I'm not taking any chances.
Oh, a nice gems there.
How did this happen? That's
What?
I think
Pinky? Is there something you're not telling us?
that.
What the? Seriously? Okay, now that is kind of creative and funny.
Fluttershy doing her stare. The spell was supposed to go right onto the bats like this. But somehow the spell must have backfired. It took the vampire fruit bat's desire to be vampire fruit bats and transferred that
Okay.
desire to Fluttershy.
Yeah, you see, Twilight, that not everything is done with the spell.
Waiting for it. Let
Pinky?
Fluttershy
Well, I don't think she really wants to eat you, more like just get the hell out of my lawn. Well, it's kind of Applejacks, but you get the idea. What the? They're digging even further? Oh boy. I wonder how further they will take it. Ooh. Okay, that's kind of creepy imagery when you think about it. Oh, hey, Batman! Or Batmare.
If she keeps this up, your whole crop will be gone in no time.
Well, at least...
The least of
Well, I don't think whole or Ultra. Maybe until she's like real full.
Back and let's corner her and catch her so I can reverse the spell.
Or is it one of those monster things? See, she has unlimited hunger, whatever. Well, that was easy.
There she is. There she goes! Oh, this is no use. I think the only way we're gonna catch her is if we find a way to lure her closer to us.
But even if we can lure her to us, how are we gonna get her to stay still long enough for you to do your reverse spell?
Oh, if only we had Fluttershy to do her stare on the Flutterbat. That's it.
What? That's the... Are you kind of create some kind of clone of Fluttershy? Okay, well, that's not really going to work. Well, let's...
Action stations.
Okay, so Applejack is going to sacrifice her steroid apple.
The apple in the Appaloosa State Fair, huh?
Well, it probably would have been cheating. Because of that! Okay, once again, in a way, creepy imagery when you really start to think about it. Well, is she really doing a stare, or she's just really afraid of... there's some part of Fluttershy that is really afraid of and terrified to see what she kind of become, I guess. Aw, it's ending already. She was so cute, blood-sucking vampire pony. Oh, everybody just wanted to hug her. And then she would suck out of our blood. Oh, Pinky, you like to confuse ponies. Okay, so we have now the sanctuary for fruit bats.
I'm real sorry I didn't take your suggestion in the first place. And don't forget, now you'll get seeds that will grow into even bigger and better apple trees.
Yeah, but then again, they don't grow that fast. You probably need a couple of years before they are that strong and can produce that many apples. Well, that is gonna be really awkward if somebody's going to read that. At least for you, Twilight. Okay. Well, that's actually a good lesson here. Oh, Applejack. That's kind of a nasty. Oh, Pinky. Well, you can try. What? 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 Okay. Okay, well... okay, I have to say, I was really surprised by this episode. I didn't know we actually were going with the route of Flutterbat. I was kind of expecting something like the Gremlins. You know, with all these creatures causing really bad havoc, and mostly at night. And well, I thought Fluttershy and this was mostly centered around Applejack and Fluttershy. But this Flutterbat thing actually was kind of a nice touch and kind of a really big nod for the fandom also, because we already have the bad ponies. Well, not these kind of bad ponies, but you get the idea. And I have to say the song was really great, and I mean it was really dark while also kind of a light-hearted. And I know many people are now going to really complain about Twilight's spell thing, and I can understand them. I can understand that it was kind of a, I mean, didn't she learn anything from the Swarm of Sentry? But then again, this was the kind of a only temporarily decision that I doubt they would have kept the vampire fruit bats' appetite away from them for the rest of their lives, because I think while they took it away, they could have then worked on the sanctuary like Fluttershy suggested. But Applejack, well, you can pretty much before people said that Applejack was the wrong one. She really wasn't, because she also made good points that with that much damage the vampire fruit bats could do, it was really bad, and if they were allowed to continue what they were doing, then Sweet Apple Acres would have been kind of screwed with no cider or apples to sell, and the winter would have been hard, and so on. It would have been really, really bad for the apples. At least the apple family, I mean. And Fluttershy also had some good points, like, well, it's not the vampire fruit bats' fault, because they're just hungry. They're like that. And also she brought up good points that they don't eat seeds, and with the spitting out the seeds they will grow more apple trees. But it's really slow process to grow them so strong and produce so many apples. So I myself really kind of had to go with Applejack's side because she kind of had more valid points, and the stories Granny Smith told her about her own experience with these kind of things. I can understand Applejack wants to really, well, not to have those moments again. So I guess you could say that she was kind of blinded by her own opinion, or kind of like blinded her own fears. So yeah, it's kind of understandable for Applejack again, because if they haven't done anything, pretty much probably every apple in Sweet Apple Acres would have been, well, sucked like in Granny Smith's time. And again with the spell, well, yeah, it was kind of a stupid move, but we have to get Flutterbat somehow. And I really hope that the writers will give Twilight much better character, because like some people mentioned that she kind of makes the same mistakes over and over again. But then again, sometimes in these kinds of situations you might do the same mistake because you probably wouldn't think that this is really the same kind of mistake you made before. And well, this episode was kind of like the Castlevania was really creepy. I mean, they were into the Sweet Apple Acres at night, and all those kind of dead apple trees, and then the Flutterbat. I mean, it was pretty much a Halloween themed episode, and the music also, like, it was kind of like something from kind of like Nightmare Before Christmas. And I mean, it was just creepy, and I'm again really wish that we have seen this episode and Castlevania in Halloween. But then again, when next Halloween comes, I'm glad to know that Lunar Eclipse isn't the only Halloween episode that I'm going to watch now. So yeah, those were my thoughts about the episode. I really enjoyed it. Although I really want to know when we are going to, after the keys of the box, is it going to be like very end of the season, like, well, 6 keys, so that means 6 final episodes, or are we going to have the first key like somewhere in next episode? I mean, like in the 10th episode, or what? Well, we might never know. But now I'm waiting for my Rarity episode, so till next time, thank you and goodbye. And now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to watch some Daleks. Exterminate!